Yo, what up guys, Brief5D here, and this is day 43 of the Noob2Pro series, a new account, brand new account we started in Raid Shadow Legends just to get to Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss with a killable team, not an unkillable team. Just something to do because we got bored with our main account and it's always endgame content. So this gives us a fresh new idea into how new players are playing the game and how they should progress. A lot of people did start the account with us, a brand new account with us, and they are following along. From the feedback I guess from yesterday's video is that I was going to be doing Spider, Fire Knight, Dragon, everything on auto from level 14. So the missions did say clear Spider and level 14, clear the Fire Knight stage on level 14 or higher, clear even the Ice Golem on level 14 or higher. So I did promise that if I get to those missions, I will show the teams that could do it. So anybody in the game who is having problems with that mission, because to do it on manual is easy, but to find a team that can do it automatically on auto, like you just put it and let them go successfully, it's hard. So I'll show you the team that was able to do it. It's a team that most players can relate with if they started the game with Terrell or Rector like I did, or if they pull better champions than I have. So the first mission required us to beat the Ice Golem on 14 or higher level, and I beat it at exactly level 14 because I've not beat it at a higher level. So if I head over to the Ice Golem, this is the team that beat it. Yes, an Amiga is shown there, but if you do not want to use an Amiga, I could easily use an apothecary right there for that role. So that's the team that beat it on auto. So this is a one that I would recommend because poisons do a lot more for this boss than an Amiga would. An Amiga is there for that block revive on the side art, so they don't keep coming back up again and again. So but if you is a negative affinity, which 14 is, you might want to focus on poisoning them and killing them that way and focusing on the boss instead. So if I do these runs, it will take a long time to finish this video. So definitely I'll show you the stats and I'll tell you that these champions are all maxed. A lot of mistakes people do in this level 14 dungeons is try to beat it with level 50 champions and gear that is not level 16. So all these champions, I'm showing you, the first tip is to take them to 60. The second tip is to get masteries on them. I'm not coming in here unprepared. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't be struggling with this level 14 auto. You can do it in 50. You might get lucky and do it successfully 10 times, because the mission doesn't just say do it once. The mission wants you to do it 10 times on auto. So it's not something you just auto sometimes, fail it sometimes, get it successful sometimes. It's something you want to have it 100% successful so you can run it 10 times. So what I'm saying is my champions are fully geared. And Amiga was the last one to take to level 60, and I'm currently putting his masteries on them because I know a next mission would require me to beat the Spider at higher level or the Fire Knight at higher level, and I want him to have his masteries by then. I prepare before those missions come up. So if you're not prepared for those level 40 missions, just don't try it. Just stop. Go to the campaign, get your champion to 60, go to the Mino, get masteries on your champion, then go back to those missions. They will be so much easier. You will not struggle. So that's my first tip on how to beat these missions. And then the champions. Now, a lot of champions, a lot of people will say, oh, I don't have Rector Drat, oh, I don't have Apothecary. You necessarily don't need a healer, because a good replacement for a healer is a control champion. I'm talking about a champion like Greybeard, who I've been meaning to use. If you can get somebody in a freeze or provoke, which he is great for, which is this skill, right? Where is it? Counter, this is counter attack. I'm talking about this one. Freeze, yes. This also works. I almost built this champion to 50 and 60 just for the Spider. But luckily for me, my Deliana and my Kale and others were able to nuke the Spiderlings. If I was not able to nuke the Spiderlings, I can rely on a level 50 Greybeard to freeze them. Yes, it's that good, but for that to happen, you will need to get masteries on him and probably get him this masteries that increases the chance of placing that freeze. So this is a champion I will eventually use, but the problem is he easily gets replaced by Seal the Drake. That's why I'm not rushing to take him to 50 or 60 and start using him, because by the time you get Seal the Drake, he will be replaced. But before Seal the Drake comes along, remember we have to beat content at level 20. So I'm looking to put this champion at level 50, put masteries on him, maybe even 60, because he's somebody I will use for the end game. So he's big, especially if you're not somebody who came when Deliana was being given away. You don't have Deliana who will help you nuke the waves. He is there to control. He's also awesome for the dragon. So it's one that most people kind of overlook, and I say he's not that bad. Now, for Deliana, I currently have her in a normal set that gives her HP and shield. or defense, I mean high HP, high defense. You could put Deliana in a relentless set. I currently have my best relentless set on Amiga. If he's not ready for this battle, Deliana could be the one in a relentless set if you've been winning some tournaments. If you do not have a relentless set, you get some retaliation set. She'll be awesome, especially for the spider. Retaliation works awesome for Deliana, so that's one I would recommend for her. Now that you've seen my recommendations for this champion, these are not great epic game-changing champions. These are not legendary champions. These are normal champions I got from playing the game for this number of days, so they are not that crazy. I know that Apothecary and Frozen Banshee can be difficult to get, especially if you've not been doing a lot of campaign farming, a lot of mystery shard opening. Yes, you get them from mystery shards if you open a lot. So that's where I got these two game-changing champions that are helping my account so far. So that's my recommendation for Ice Golem. Block Revive Amiga if you have him built well, but your Reviver Rector Drat is kind of important. Speed Booster Apothecary might replace Rector Drat if you do not have a Rector Drat right there. Alright, that's for level 14, how I beat it. Let me move over to the next dungeon that I beat at level 14 also. The dragon, we've already beat it at level 20 and you've seen the video, so I will skip over the dragon. I'll show you the team is still the same that beat the dragon. Still the same team. Basically the same thing, nothing is different, but they are still level 16. And if I needed this team to be a little bit faster, I do take out Rector and I put Apothecary, but the problem with that is if somebody goes down, there's no reviver. Sometimes Apothecary is not able to heal them fast enough, and it's a bad news for me. So to make it a secure run, you need a reviver champion because those hoardings hit really hard. But the mission only requires you to beat it at 14, which is kind of easy. Level 14 dragon is easy, even if you are champions and negative affinity at that stage. Amiga could also do him a lot of work there. The next one, I was saving the best for last. The next one is the Fire Knight, and the team that beat it was this one at 2 minutes. Good timing right there. Amiga is not in this team also. I intended to put him because he's not a negative affinity, but his gear is not fully maxed. I showed him Amiga. His gear is still at level 12. So that is the only reason why I did not add him to this battle. But I'm slowly taking his gear to 16, and when he's fast enough and tanky enough to not be taken down in one hit by the boss, he will come in that team and replace Rector Drat. Because the waves is easy for Fire Knight this level, but the final boss is the one that is an issue with keeping the Tormentor down. Taking the shield down is one thing, keeping the Tormentor down. Now for Fire Knight level 14, I'll give you this team, this tip that I use for this setup. You can see it's different from the top team right there. My Tyrell for Fire Knight, I told him to open with his A1. Don't mind, this is for Spider. But for the Fire Knight, I told my Tyrell to open with his A1. I'm talking about for the last round. You have to set him to open with the A1. Kale should open with this, but check out round 2. Kale should not use this. So for round 2, Kale should not use this skill because that is the skill you need to take down the shield of the boss. 4 times, hits 4 times at random. So I'm saving this skill from round 2 all the way to round 3, so it will be first thing Kale does. The next thing is Apothecary, who does triple hit on that A1, will open with the A1. If you do not do this, Apothecary will open with the speed boosting or probably heal somebody. Deliana will probably open with this skill or something, so I set Deliana to always, start with this A1 and use it a lot. For the Spider, I set Deliana not to even use this skill. I'll show you when we get to that one. Rector Drat can do whatever. So that's just the little tip I show you to easily take down the boss once you get to it with Tyrell's A1, with Kale's A3, and with Apothecary's A1. The shield goes down fast. If you do not do this, they'll go in there and begin to do anything. Remember, you have to do it on auto, right? That's why I'm showing you that you should set some presets, not just let it go on auto and they use whatever skill they want. Set some presets to make them get to that boss and use the right skill. That's the Fire Knight tip. It's kind of easy to do, and I got some gear from the Fire Knight. With that out of the way, not stun gear though. I'm looking towards getting good stun gear. We're not pushing higher levels yet until we get better gear to replace the current gear we have. The last boss, the most difficult one that most people will find extremely hard to beat, is the Spider's Den. So how did the Noob2Pro fight the Spider Den at level 14 on auto, full auto, right there, 6 minutes. That's the best time, but I'll tell you this run takes to 9 to 12 minutes. That's the truth. So this 6 minutes was just maybe a locking chance that the turn meter of the boss stayed down and I got it in 6 minutes. But most of the time it goes up to 9 to 10 minutes. And remember, it doesn't matter. It's just a mission that says beat it at level 14. So if I head over to this one, it's a battle that I would want to run for you. But let me show you the setup also for this one. It's the same setup, but this one is only for the first round that you have to do the setup. Remember, Terrell is starting with the turn meter decrease on the boss straight up. Who doesn't want him to eat the spiderlings that fast. Kale is doing his whatever, he's not set anything. Rector is doing whatever. Opening with the A1. If you don't set this one, Rector will go and heal when nobody even needs heal. So I set Rector not to start the battle with a heal right there. And Deliana is set not to use this skill because this skill is a single target skill on the boss. Why you want Deliana to be doing only AOE, damaging all the spiderlings with the A1 or the A3. That's the two skills that the learner should be using for this boss. A2 or A3. Decreased resistance, yeah, might be good if you don't have enough resistance. I mean, if you don't have enough accuracy on your kill. But I do have enough accuracy and the boss doesn't take that much damage from poison. So Terrell does have enough accuracy to land his decreased attack and decreased defense. So I don't need decreased resistance for this boss. That's why I turned this skill off entirely. Apothecary will do whatever he wants to do. Just want him to heal and boost us along. All right, that's the team that took it down. Let me quickly show you this run at least, so we'll do a little short one. I'm not going to show you all the way to the end, and as this run goes on, I'll switch over to the next item in the list that I want to talk about today. I currently have a mission on the Noob2Pro to beat the, I think it's to upgrade the Great Hall bonus. I said yesterday that by the time we get to that point, I'll have the gold medals ready. But I've not been online today to farm the arena. That's why I don't have that mission already down. Apothecary opens with the speed boost. Terrell will go with that decrease turn meter. If you do not have a Terrell, put in an Amiga right here. Even if it's negative affinity, he will get it right 50% of the time most. Even if it's a negative affinity, yes. An Amiga in Relentless Cell will get it right. And Rector Drat goes in with that A1, no problem. Now Terrell will also go in with his what do you call it now? AoE decrease defense. That is what makes the battle so long, because I don't have a decrease turn meter that is consistent, but no problem. Even if the boss eats the spiderlings again and again and again, check out, the health of the boss will eventually go down the more you hit him. And remember, if you have full masteries on your champions, their damage that they do on the boss will also ramp up as they do as the battle goes on. So there are times when the boss will just eat all the spiderlings and it seems like you're starting the battle all over again. Just let it run. Full auto, let it run. As long as you have a healer or a revived champion, this is not a boss that ramps up damage as the battle goes on. Like the dragon, the more the battle goes on, the higher the damage the dragon does to you. Like the ice golem, his damage also doesn't ramp up. But this spider, damage doesn't ramp up. It's only going to take a longer time. Did he already eat them? Yes, I think he did. So no problem. We'll begin to do more damage to him. See, my Raptor is doing decreased cooldown of skills, and eventually this boss will go down. But I'm not going to let you watch this entire battle. It's going to take too long. But I just wanted to show you that it's not an easy one. It's not a 1 minute, 2 minute run like you saw in the Fire Knight and the Ice Golem and the Dragon. Dragon is even 7 minutes to 8 minutes. It's fine at this level of the stage and at the gear level you have to have it so slow and not so consistent. It's just for those missions. So remember, if you cannot do it, just go back to the drawing board, get your champions to 16 and get your gear to 16 and come back. All right, the next piece of item in the second part of this video, the Noob2Pro series, the update today, it's the most requested one. People wanted to see my spider team that will beat it because a lot of people are stuck at this stage. But because I've done enough prep to get my champions to 60, that's why this stage was not difficult for me. I have all these champions gear at 16, except Apothecary and Chest, which is still at 12. Everybody is fast enough to nuke down the spiderlings. So the strategy I'm using is not HP burn, as you can see. The strategy I'm using is also not consistent turn meter. The main strategy here is making sure I nuke these spiderlings down all the time. And my kill is geared in such a way that he has an ability to recycle his skills by decreasing the cooldown of some of his skills. I've used those masteries on him that decreases the cooldown of his skills. So sometimes when he nukes them, his skills get decreased. See, decreased cooldown right there. I just wanted it to happen so you can see it happen. So that means his AoE nuke is available again right now. The spider is about to eat them again. Check it out. It's about to happen and I can't stop it. There is nothing you can do about it because I don't have consistent turn meter reduction. See, Terrell turn meter is not even available. That's it. Full health again. No problem. So it's not an easy one. I just wanted to show you that it's not a perfect run. It's going to happen one time where the spider doesn't eat them or I can take them down before he can. And eventually I'll get the battle done. Alright, let me head over to the second part of this video, which is an account review for J13. So I just wanted to mash this one into the Noob2Pro update because it's not a full account takeover. We're not rebuilding his entire team. We're not rebuilding. So he just wanted to take a look at his account and make some recommendations. So I thought I'd just put it into this Noob2Pro because it's also a kind of a new account and a newer player who is trying to understand the game. So this is JC114's account right now. Let's allow the Noob2Pro do the spider. Maybe at the end we'll see if it's successful or not. All right. He wanted a general account review and some advice about what he should focus on, what he should be doing. This is not a brand new account. This is an older player who has been playing on and off. So you know that when you don't play raid for a while and you come back to it, you lose out on some progress or you don't know what to do most of the time. You kind of lose track of what you should be focusing on. That's why he has that amount of energy, because he has been logging in, claiming this energy, but actually not playing the game. So let's quickly check out on the shard accumulated so far. 000 mystery shards, use them, but I guess you don't need them anymore because you're kind of higher level in the game. How many days have you been playing for or logging in for and claiming the rewards? Over 270 days. So I told you it's not a brand new account. But if I head over to the champions right there, you think this account is a brand new one because of most of the champions have not been built. So a brand new account that I've been playing for this long should have more than these champions at 60. That's what you expect, but because of you're not focused on the game that long, that's why the only 4 champions are level 60. So the first thing I'll recommend is campaign. So you cannot leave the campaign until your campaign farmer is 60, and so far I'm thinking Ninja is the campaign farmer. So since we're talking about the campaign, let's head over to the campaign and see how fast you're actually doing the campaign, because that will determine how fast it takes you to get more level 60s. If you're doing campaign for 40 seconds for 1 whole minute for brutal 12-3, then I'll highly recommend you get a better campaign farmer. So let me take out Ugo. Or I guess you put in there to get some levels. I don't want it to be slow though. Let me just put in a food champion right there to get some levels, and let's battle the campaign and see how long it will take. Ninja doesn't have an aura. We are hoping to see anything less than 30 seconds is acceptable. Anything higher than 1 minute is absolutely not acceptable. People say Ninja can do the campaign. I agree, he can do it, but for how long? So we need a fast campaign farmer. By fast, I don't mean 16 seconds, 12 seconds. No, something 16, 20 seconds is fine. Less than 30 seconds is fine. So let me do it 2x speed, auto. I've already wasted 5 seconds, I know. So the first move right there did not take down the entire wave. With the second move, his AoE skill take down the entire wave. It did not. Third move did not take down the entire wave. So this is the problem I have with people saying Ninja can do it. You don't have the gear to make Ninja take down the entire wave on the first hit, so he can reset the skill. I mean, even when he does his other HP burn skill, he should take down some enemies so his A1 can finish the rest off. So this is not a good campaign farmer. So I will recommend to you to build your kill to level 60. Don't think that because you're taking kill to level 60 as a campaign farmer, you will not have to use him anywhere in the game, or he'll be easily replaced. Yes, he's easily replaced. Right now you don't even need him in Dragon anymore because you have better champions. But just for the purpose of campaign farmer, make him in Helm Smasher or what do you call it? Not Giant Slayer now, the other Retribution that gives him crit damage. So make him a champion who can nuke down this wave, so you can. This is 1 minute run. This is not what we want from a campaign farmer. So with this, it will take you about 2 weeks to get a champion to level 60, because it takes so long to make those 5-star champions. So the first thing you should focus on is get a campaign farmer who can do it in a very short time. That will mean stealing most of your lifesteal gear from other champions and putting it on your Kale. That will allow him to do it in 16 to 30, less than 30 seconds. So I know this because I've done it on the Noob2Pro. If you check out the videos, you see when I changed my Kale's build from a clan boss or dragon type of build to an absolute king in the campaign, because I wanted him to be faster for getting champion to 60. And right now, that's why you see the Noob2Pro is chilling at a good place, because it's so easy for me to get champions to 60. So it's no longer a problem that we have on the account. So that's my first recommendation. Hope you take that one seriously. Before you do go building out a Kale though, do you have other champions who can do it better than Kale? Ninja? No. What do you call it? This champion? Venus? No. Deliana? Yes. Deliana can do it better than a Kale. But this gear, I don't think it is. I'm talking about crit rate and crit damage. Crit rate 100%. Give Deliana crit rate 100%. Crit damage at least 150. Just add an extra 150. Then speed 200. Maybe 170, close to 200 as you can. Deliana can do it, and she needs to do it with that A1 and A3, A1 and A3. Turn off the A2, but that will mean you're going to set presets, but it's not required. But I know that Deliana is somebody people use as a campaign farmer. So before you build your Kale to 60, maybe you want to regear your Deliana to have these stats I talked about: crit rate, high HP. Do you have HP on her chest? No, you have defense. Deliana needs HP. Deliana doesn't need defense. So the more HP you stack on Deliana, the more it's a good one, but this is a waste of a good artifact on Deliana, which could be somebody else's own. Anyways, that's the recommendation. Campaign farmer is Kale. So far, I don't see anybody that can do it better than him. Let me scroll down. Let me scroll down. Let me scroll down. Let me scroll. We have Fairhound. Fairhound is great for it, but I don't know if Kale is already 50. Let's just take Kale to 60. You will still use Kale in secret rooms of Doom Tower. Don't think he's a total waste. Don't think he's a waste of your books. Don't think he's a waste of your time to take him to 60. He's essential for Doom Tower hard. He's essential for faction wars. So it's not a total waste to make him a 60 campaign farmer. Even if Fairhound is better, but you need better gear for Fairhound. So you might want to do Fairhound instead of Kale. Let me know in the comments what you decide to use as your campaign farmer. Deliana rebuilt with good crit damage, Kale at 60 with good lifesteal, and doesn't even have enough crit. Should be crit rate glove. Rebuilt 70% or 85% crit rate is what you need on your Kale to farm consistently, and attack percentage chest. Not HP, attack percentage chest. Alright, that's the recommendation, the first one. What's the second recommendation I will make for you on the account? Let me quickly see how you're doing in the clan boss, because that's something, no matter what level you are in the game, is something you want to always put your keys into. You currently have 4 keys out of 2 keys right there, which means that you're not even playing on this account. Come on, there's no way you have 4 keys right here if you played yesterday. Talking about putting all your keys into easy, putting the rest of the keys into normal, and then throwing the rest into hard or whatever. So at this level of the game, I think you'll still be doing... Oh, you've already spent 2 keys today, which is nice. So you did 19 million, which is the required number to get this highest chest. So throw the rest of these keys. Don't let these keys pile up. Throw the rest of these keys into hard. Even if you're going to get only this first chest or the second chest, don't let them just sit here. Use your keys. Let them regenerate tomorrow. So that's clan boss, because you currently don't have poisonous builds yet or something. That's why I guess you're not doing maximum damage in the clan boss, but soon you'll get there. Great Hall mission will require you to do attack, and now you're doing accuracy. Nice one. Forget HP, put everything into accuracy, because at this level you probably don't have enough accuracy stuff. So accuracy is where me I'm focusing on the Noob2Pro. Accuracy and defense, I'll suggest you also do the same. Forget about HP for now. What else do we have to take a look at? Dungeons. That's the next thing. After you successfully beat the campaign, the next thing you want to do is dungeons. What do you go first in the dungeons? Is it dragon? No. The first thing you do in the dungeons is Minotaur, because you need this champion to have masteries. Can you do it at 15? Almost. You're close. You're close. You can almost do it. If you can do this at 3 minutes with this team, I think you can also do it with this same team. I think, yeah, it could be possible. Maybe I put Seal the Drake is even here. What are we saying? You have a Reviver, you have Ninja. This is it. Easy pickings right here. So it's even if it's gonna be 4 minutes, 5 minutes run, do it. Get masteries on your champions. You see this energy? Get a Royal Cell Helper if you play on PC. Log in, run it all night. By the time you wake up, all these champions will have masteries full. Do it one night, do it 2 nights. Get masteries on your champion. Don't let them begin to come into battle half prepared. So if you have masteries on all of them, you will be good to go. I didn't even check if the kill has masteries, but that's something that is highly recommended after they are 60. So there's no, a champions who is 50 can still get masteries, but usually I bring them in here when they are already 60. So campaign first, Minotaur second. This is the second objectives after you finish campaign. All right, the next thing that I want to take a look at is your dragon run. Can you beat dragon 13 yet? That's the first thing, because some people get so difficult in getting gear, and the only best way to start getting gear is dragon 13 or 10 or even 16. So it's good that you can get up to this point because you have OP champions. And let me see the team you're working with right now. Frozen Banshee should be 60, like I said, so you can push further. What's her name now? Seal the Drake should be 60, and you have some controls. Freeze and stun. Make sure you get to the boss and kill him with poison. If Frozen Banshee doesn't have War Master, she will die at the boss, and Seal the Drake will bring in her back, dying and all that. But once she's 60, even the wave cannot take a Frozen Banshee that is level 60 down, because she will have this defensive chest, defensive glove, defensive amulet, this defensive ring, and accuracy banner. So with that, she will survive the wave and survive the boss. If everybody goes down, she can take it down. But hey, we have Ninja. We don't have to worry about Frozen Banshee. Ninja will do his big stuff and the boss will go down. I hope you're booking Ninja. I hope you've put books on him, because he should be your booking priority in terms of who you're spending books into in the account. So if I go to his skills right there, no books. I understand that you've not been playing consistently, so you do not have books yet. But when you do have books, this should be your #1 priority. So this skill and this skill should have their cooldown reduced by 1. That is the main thing you should focus on. He is an MVP for your account, no doubt. Let me quickly make sure you're not putting books into other champions. Venus is getting all the books. Why? Why is Venus getting books over Ninja? No. Don't do Ninja bad like that. Come on. I hope no books here too. Okay. Now Osaga is one champion that I don't want to talk about yet, because she's kind of an end game champion. For the beginner level right now, she's not that game changing. You always want Seal the Drake by your side rather than a tank like Osaga. But I'd rather have an apothecary in the team than have an Osaga. But she can help. I know that she can help. But I don't feel like you have the gear right now to make her work. HP everywhere, and some defensive stat also. Accuracy, if you can put it back on her also. All right. Any other recommendations that I will have to give to you besides campaign, Minotaur, and dragon progression is the arena, because that's something that has helped me get my what do you call this thing? My stats, extra stats high enough. I'm talking about arena gold. The Great Hall is important, so that's the next thing I'll recommend. Make sure you spend your arena keys. Put your champions. Okay, you're still in silver, so you can put a full defensive team, but get as close as possible right now to gold, because if me with my little team can get to gold 5, there is no reason why you should still be in silver. At least get to gold 1 and 2, so you can start getting gold medals. Gold medals give you a lot more in progression than currently silver medals that you're currently gathering. All right, let me know what you think about this one. I don't want to go deeper into this. These are the first things that you should focus on. Let's not go further than this. Make sure you spend your resources and time on these 3 areas that I just talked about, and your account will progress. Don't worry about gear. Just take them to 60, get in there, get what you need to be done, get this champion to where they need to be, prepared to beat every content in the game, and let me know your feedback when you get the results later on. You guys make any other recommendations you have in the comments box below for J1411C, JC114, and we'll see you later. Good night, guys.